Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we are at Walibi, Holland, and we are in for a great day. This is my first time to the park. It's also Symphony of Screams, so we will be doing the 400 houses. I'll be reviewing those, and additionally I'll be reviewing all the rides. So let's get straight into it. And for our first ride of the day, we are starting off with a big bang. We are riding Untamed, an absolutely awesome RMC. I have done a few of these before, but as always, they're always great rides, so I'm really excited to do this. Alright guys, so I have just got off of Untamed and we are back in the queue. We are going again. It is a great ride by all means. Everything by RMC is. It felt like this one had a lot of floater airtime. And it was, I don't know, it's just a great ride. So anybody who's nervous about doing it, I always recommend doing RMCs because they are great rides. And we have just gotten off Goliath. It is a Intamin mega coaster and it is a pretty good ride, I'd say. It's quite early in the morning, so it won't be as fast as it normally is because it hasn't properly warmed up yet. I won't get loads faster, but it's a pretty good ride with a decent amount of airtime. Not quite sure what we're going to do next yet, so we're just going to have a little walk around the park and see what's around. So for some reason I completely forgot to record it, but we have just got off of a boomerang ride and it was pretty good. I'd say the seats were really comfortable. It had vest restraints, so it was pretty cool. But overall, it was a pretty good ride and it wasn't too rough. But of course, they pop up everywhere, so don't really need to review it too much. I think we should be heading over to Lost Gravity now, which is a very cool ride in the Zero Zone. So we're gonna go and do that and then I can give it a review to you guys. Wow, just wow, that is my initial reaction. That first drop right up there is really intense, and then you've got an airtime hill straight after it over there, and it is just great fun. It's just such a fun coaster. Of course all the rides here, it's my first time on it, but it was just awesome fun, and I will definitely be going on that later in the day. As you'll also be noticing, later it goes on in the day, hair gets a little bit more crazy. So we'll see how it is at the end of the day. But I think we might be heading over to Blast, which is a top spin flat ride, which is the first. I've never done one of these before, so it'll be the first for me. So I am pretty excited for this, and I think afterwards we'll get on another coaster, but I will review Blast after we get there. So we have just gotten off of Blast and it is interesting. I've seen scarier and more hectic of this type, but as a first go for it, I think it's pretty good. I hopefully should be going to a park, Fantasyland, with a bigger one of these at Christmas, so hopefully it'll be a bit better then. But for now, it was pretty fun, and I think the next roller coaster that we will be going on is Condor, which is the first Vekoma SLC, which I am not excited for because I've been told that it is very rough. So we'll see you there. Okay, so we have just gotten off of Condor, the world's first SLC. This is where it all started. Oh my god, that some people in my group found it more painful, some people less painful, but for me it was painful. While the cars and the seats you were in, they were pretty nice. Had vest restraints, but just the track was just jolting side to side. No train can fix how rough that track is. It was awful, and I hope to be not doing that again later. You can just see their legs jolting, it's ridiculous. Okay guys, so we have now completed most, if not all, of the big coasters and the thrill rides. So we're sort of just gonna do some rides again a few times, but apart from that, I will come back to you when it was dark and we'll do some rides in the dark and the haunted houses, and I'll give you my view on those. Alright guys, so we have just done our first of 4 haunted houses today. The first one that we decided to do was called The Villa, and now if you're familiar of it, I found this very similar to trailers at Thorpe Park, as we were going through different horror films, except the difference was in trailers they're all made up, but these were well-known films. For example, like Halloween or Stranger Things and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like all great things, and it was very good. So that was the first of 4 mazes, and the next one we'll be doing is Jefferson Manor. So we are going to go do that, and then I will be back to you. Hello guys, so I have just completed Jefferson Manor, and wow, it is a lot better than the last one we did, in my opinion at least. I just found the jumps scarier, and because it was one long theme rather than multiple short ones, I felt like I could get more into the theme, and it was just so cool. All the theming here is, I don't know if you've seen it before, but it's on the level that Universal's mazes are. The theming is mental. But I think the next one we will be going to is Psycho Shock, but we do need to get some rides out of the way, as there is a bit of a gap before we need to get on for our time slot. So I'll show you some of the rides in the dark, and here we go. Untamed in the dark, here we go. So it has been chucking it down with rain for absolutely ages, and we've been coming in and out of the queue, and it has not been fun. But eventually we just decided to just get on it, and it hurt quite a bit with the rain against the face. But it's still a great ride even in the dark, and the lift hill is really well lit up. It is very cool. So I think shortly after we should be doing our next scare maze, which is Psycho Shock, I believe. I'm not really sure what to expect for this one, but I think we're gonna go in and just see how it is. Okay, and we have just gotten off of Psycho Shock, which is a maze that is themed to sort of like some sort of hospital. Not quite sure on it, but I think it was still very good. I don't know, I still think Jeff's and Manor was just a little bit better because I got more jumps and it was better themed. We still have one more maze to go. It is called the Final Sleigh Ride. It is some sort of Christmas theme, and I'm not 100% sure what to think of it. I haven't done it yet, but I've heard very mixed reviews on it. So we are gonna see how it goes. But could be weird, could be pretty good. I'm not 100% sure. Hello guys. So after the Final Sleigh Ride, I think it was pretty good, but it wasn't as strong as the other ones. But we are now in Walibi, Belgium now, so I will be doing a vlog on this very, very soon. So I will see you guys then. And my name is Benji, and this is Coastal Kingdom.